Sunkenland. What is it, you might ask, and is it worth dropping some coin on? Don't worry, survivalists, I'm here to answer all your questions, even the ones that you've not even thought about asking yet, all in one neat 7 to 8 minute package. Why listen to me? Because I'm a YouTuber, and that means I'm an expert. That is a fact, and anything I say is not opinion. It is pure evidence which you can absolutely trust your money on. But I promise my video will be marginally better than one of those clips where somebody's doing something so trivial and drags it out forever, and you end up screaming at those lesser beings for somehow wasting minutes of your precious time. Now, if in that context you are a lover and not a hater of those videos, feel free to exit here, and if you're confused by that, don't worry, so am I. That is a neat segue to say that Sunkenland is definitely not confusing. Why? Because the game is simple. It's a survival game. It is single player or co-op, and you survive by scavenging the islands nearby and the ruins under the water. Build a base, build workbenches, craft stuff, kill NPCs on the other islands and take their loot, which you use to level up your own research, workbenches and gear. Then go out further to more distant islands, kill tougher baddies, take their better gear, loot, upgrade, etc., repeat and rinse. But for an uncomplicated game that has kind of quirky graphics where everything looks so rusted out, you are equally surprised anything works and that your building just doesn't collapse. It is in fact fun. This game understands what it is trying to deliver. It's not overreaching, it's delivering well on a vision. And if you've ever watched Mojo and just been captivated by the mysterious lands beneath the waves, this simple game kind of captures that feel. Why are you living in a flooded world? What happened? Who knows, and do you need to know? I say no, you don't need to know, if you know what I mean. No? It's okay. Games constantly overthink stories. It's fine to deliver mystery. Think "7 Days to Die." You can happily play that game for 400 odd hours and know nothing about the story. There's just no need. And think Ark. I played thousands of hours on that game. I knew nothing about the story. Not really. It's kind of the same thing. What games need to do, and this one does, is focus on core delivery. Simple building, crafting and basic base defense. Yeah, of course they could amp it all up a bit and add more layers for sure, but it is pretty good just as it is. And there you have it. There is your answer, and I'm only 3 minutes in. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next chapter, or perhaps watch a little bit more. But only if you want some deeper insights and can spare time beyond the normal YouTube short attention span. And I'm interested in this. Put some comments below if you've thought like this yourselves. I mean that. Are you guys like me? Like nowadays, you go to watch a video and you get drawn towards the shorts, like I guess we all do, and 30 minutes later you're still scrolling through those bloody things. I mean, isn't that just really crap? What have we all become? And worse still, I know it is shit, but I can't stop doing it. And God, I kind of hate myself for that. But anyway, Sunkenland has more features to come, and they display these on the loading screen, and I like that. Being up front, displaying your nakedness, being comfortable in your own skin. Like those bronzed guys walking up and down the crowded beaches in the south of Spain that I saw recently. Which takes a lot of getting used to, I can tell you. Tackles out, proudly displayed. And it's pretty obvious that there is definitely some crossover at some point between nudism and exhibitionism. But this game is not trying to be anything else. There isn't a single line of exhibitionist code in it. These devs have delivered a well-crafted core that is 100% playable. But for the sake of this video, here are the features to come, which I'm going to do all in one breath. Improve existing features, optimize the game, add more content such as buildings, objects, weapons, maps, factions, etc. Introduce creative mode, develop story, universe, quests, enhance character customization, include more vehicles, implement sea battles and other things during development. Now, I don't want to give anything away, but the game has these following key aspects to it already entrenched. Base building, research where you learn to build new workbenches, crafting items on those said workbenches or on your person, and those crafted items can be used to make better items including weapons and armor, island scavenging, underwater scavenging, base defense, attacking NPC bases, NPCs dying and you dying, with a relative amount of sailing or motorboating. And lastly, I guess the map is a decent size. It could be bigger or perhaps with more compressed into it, but it wasn't too bad. The view and atmosphere underwater is great, but it could do with more sea life. The flow of the game, it feels right. If you need a certain resource to progress, you need to go out and find it or make it, and those steps don't feel overly hard. The steps between the crafting are balanced. The NPCs, I like the way they moved, simple but effective. Not exactly advanced AI, but it wasn't too bad. The simple building mechanic meant I wasn't bogged down with stupid fiddly processes. And the islands and how much you can do on them or gather from them is well balanced. You don't have to spend too long on them before you move on. The game feels a bit too rusty. Now, I know we are building in the middle of the sea with all that salt around, but graphically it's a little bit quirky on the eye. And there is a sameness to the map. It's not terrible, but it could do with a bit more improving, a little bit more variety. And the NPCs that attack your base could amp up a little more. They do get tougher as you gear up or level up, but I'd like to see swarms of them later on. This could become a real focal point of the game, traps, defences and the like, in particular for single players. And the gun sounds are just a little flat. But overall, it's a good game. I quite enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next chapter.